Like so many of us when we were younger, I always daydreamed of jumping on a big airplane when I was 5 years old and exploring the corners of the universe, soaking in the adventure from that, and my imagination would just run wild with all the possibilities that came with it. Well, as I got older, that never changed, and throughout the past couple years of my life, I've been afforded the opportunity to travel to some of the most beautiful places in this country and live here with my boyfriend, Cameron. Growing up in Stockton, California, I was always surrounded by a lot of different cultures and people, which was such a blessing. I loved being raised in that area. I moved to Sacramento after high school, and I met Cameron, and shortly after we became self-employed. And with that, we kind of took our first plunge and really saw that we had freedom that a lot of people don't have, and we didn't know how long we would have it, and we decided to take a big move to the Florida Keys, which is somewhere we've always wanted to visit. After that, we made our most recent move to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, after we were in the Keys for a year, and that's where we are currently at. Again, I was born and raised in Stockton, and I hadn't done too much traveling throughout my life. After meeting Cameron and starting our business a couple years back, we decided why not take this freedom that we have right now and move somewhere we've always wanted to go. And that was the Keys. We had never been there, but we found a house, rented it, and loved every second of it. I found these shells on a beach there. They're shells that I hadn't necessarily found in California, so I thought it'd be really special to collect these among others and actually send some back to my nephew in California and hopefully kind of inspire him to let his imagination run wild and possibly travel in the future, and don't let anything hold him back, no matter how unrealistic or crazy it may seem at the time. Because being a little girl, I never thought that I would move to the Keys and live there for a year and then move to Tennessee. It's all just been such a great adventure. After a year in the Keys, we decided that we wanted to move to a more secluded, wooded area. And after doing a little bit of research, we saw that the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee was only about a 13-hour drive from where we're at. And that might seem long to some people, but after driving from California to the Keys, we felt like we could drive anything, and it wasn't a big deal. So we did that. We found a little house in Gatlinburg, which is a pretty popular area in the Smoky Mountains, and we have been here for a few months, and it's been so amazing. We absolutely love the area. There's a lot of bears, so I have to dodge those, but one of our first weeks here, I actually picked up this koozie. I didn't know what the Tennessee Volunteers were. I had no idea what it was, this like the state motto. So after asking the person in the checkout line, I felt a little stupid. So again, we're here. We're going to be here for at least a year. We don't really know what the future holds, but we're looking at possibly staying here or moving to Pennsylvania, where Cameron's family is mainly at. And it's an environment that we enjoy as far as the woods go, and it would be really nice to spend some time with his family. When we do move there and start setting down some roots or moving wherever we're going to go, I would like to start collecting all of the receipts that we have and putting them in this little memory bank. It'd be really nice to put airline tickets, gas receipts, pictures of all the places we've traveled to in there and reflect back on it. Overall, moving is a very challenging thing to do, financially, physically, emotionally, but pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone to live out a dream that you've always had is always so worth it, and I encourage anybody to do it if you're able to.